Hey, welcome back to the Sawdust Factory. Today we're going to be turning this piece of moldy maple. Forgot I had this sitting in the garbage bag. I was trying to keep it from drying out and it got pretty nasty. Got a faceplate mounted on this side here. It smells really bad and it's way off center, but this is what we're going to turn tonight. So this will be the bottom, this will be the face, or the brim rather, and we'll get rid of all this nasty bark that got all moldy on me and rough turn this sucker out. Stick around. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be for a maple. It's a soft maple, so I got some weird holes in here. We'll have to see what happens with that. I think I'm gonna try and get rid of this bark inclusion. I don't really want that in the finished bowl, so we'll try and keep the rim right about in this line, and then wrap the bottom up somewhere down in here. Put that foot on there. There's a lot of end grain down here. Well, let's keep going. I can get her going about 350 at this point in time, so it makes turning a lot easier. I had to start out around 200 RPM, and my gouge was kind of dull, so I was really struggling there. I was actually forced my load to stop at one point in time. Gotta keep in mind when you're turning out here on a 10-inch radius, a little bit of drag ends up being a pretty big load on the motor. Still not even able to do any bevel cutting yet. That bark inclusion in there, I gotta get that out so I can start riding the bevel. This is what we're fighting with on the bottom. All kinds of end grain, and it's real knotty. Like crazy stuff here. This came out of a big old, like, kind of 3-split crotch. See if we can true up the bottom. That at least gives me a pretty good target of where I need to be. So we're going to take off a whole bunch of this material right through here and feather it out towards the rim. So I'm going to start right here, do a nice push cut. Same thing, start a little bit further back. Nice push cut. And you swing your hips through. Get that nice curve. Go back in and do a push cut towards the foot. Try and do as little cutting as possible towards the foot because it's all unsupported grain. So I'm going to get a lot more tear out doing this. I'm just doing it because I got a light in the way right now. That's about it. And I'm really liking how deep I got the foot the first time, so I probably won't fool with it anymore. Just leave it just like that. Not even going to worry about that little crack there because it's going to squeeze it together. So now that's all I gotta do is feather this out to the rim. That's all I got left of the bark inclusion. It's almost completely gone. Quite a bit of tear out, so probably what I'll do is I'll take this last little bit off and then go sharpen up the tool and do one last pass on it. Get a nice uniform curve. Alright, sharpen up and come back for one nice clean pass. Got a couple lines in there, mainly from the knocking from these holes here, but one right there, I think I'll try and take it out. Wood's got really nice figure and color to it. Just looks spectacular right now. I'm gonna try and get that line out of there. Alright, we'll go ahead and put the chalk on it and then turn around and take out the inside. One thing I'm going to do real quick is take this back off the tailstock and just turn off this nub. Also take a little bit out of the bottom of the foot, so it's a little bit more even thickness of the rest of the bowl. Alright, we'll flip her around. Alright, let's start hauling her out. You notice I cut this bevel on the other side and I was roughing out the rim, and I did that because I don't want to have to come off the edge and be all uneven. Makes the gouge kind of respond funny, so we're going to go ahead and establish a nice rim right now. We'll keep part of the chamfer on there, but not the whole thing. We almost got it pretty well evened up. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's very balanced at this point in time, but I'm going to turn just a little bit more of the tailstock in here because I can, and then we'll take it away. And that'll give us a little bit more flexibility. It turns out like an easy tool. I'll stay in between centers as long as I can. Trying to get rid of this giant bark inclusion in here because it's really dulling my tool up bad. I also got a spot here where the pith of the tree, make sure you can see that, where the pith of the tree is still located. It's starting to propagate some cracks. So I'm going to try and cut about 1/4 of an inch off from the base material there. Alright, I'm going to go sharpen the gouge up because I can tell it's pretty dull. I'm having to push a lot. And then we're going to come back and remove this nub, get the tailstock out of the way, and hollow it out the rest of the way. One thing I'm going to do before I get going here without any tailstock is to tighten up the chuck one more time. Keep in mind we're turning green wood, so as the water pushes out, it's going to compress that foot, become more unstable. We're going to turn about 580 RPMs. If you notice your tool rest starting to move in every time you drag your tool across it, it's because you got your gouge too low, your handle's too low, and it's putting all that force on this angle, which is going to make it go that way and thus turn that way. So if you pick your tool up Pick your tool handle up. It'll direct all the force down into this edge right here, straight down, and it won't rotate anymore. Now what I'm doing is I'm just getting on the rim here, double cutting all the way to the bottom of the bowl. Because we're doing a rough turning here, if I get down the final picture, we want to ultimately keep a rough bowl with the same dimension at the bottom as on the rim, but the inside of this wood is not looking good. It's almost rotten. It's coming off in big chunks. See that? Doesn't come out the other side, so I'm hoping it clears up. Overall dimension is 15.5. I want to be 10% of that value, so I want to be 1.5 inches overall diameter on this, somewhere like right there. That's right there. So as I'm quick cutting this, I'm actually looking at the other side of the bowl quite a lot. And what I want to do is try and match that same curve. I want this to be 1.5 inches all the way through. Use your thickness tool, make sure you're even. Looking pretty good all the way down to there. I'm going to maintain this line all the way to the bottom. Start to grow in dimension right about there, so I'm going to take a little bit more out of there. Because of the void, I'm going to take a little bit more off the whole thickness. I'm going to come back and take a cut off of here and feather it out to this dimension. I got to take out about maybe 3/4 to 1/2 inch out in this area, so I'm going to keep this general profile falling down and flatten out the bottom. Hopefully we can get rid of most of this void. Start to get a little wide right there still, so a little bit more feathering out to do. Thickness looks pretty good. I'm going to go sharpen up and we'll come back and do one final pass. Real light cut. It's a pretty good transition right there. Happy with that. I had to come back in here a couple times because I started to dig in. This crazy grain pattern and rot and everything else that's going on down the bottom here. Alright, let's get a thickness measurement on it. Yeah, it looks really good. Fortunately, I can't go all the way to the bottom, but I think we're going to be just right for finishing. Alright, well here's the roughed out bowl. It has got some great pattern on it. Right through here, there's a lot of ribboning. The bottom's got some really cool spalting. regardless of the rot spot there. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this spot here where the pith was, or the center of that branch at least, starting to do a little bit of cracking. Look at the bottom of it. I've got a little bit of bark area right here still that I'm gonna have to turn out when I finish turning it. But right through here, some really great wood grains as it transitions into dark. And then there's some additional ribboning up through here where the weight of the tree took these wood fibers and compressed them all through here. It's going to make a really nice piece when it's finished. There's a couple holes here and there, right there and right there, so you're not going to be able to eat your cereal out of this one. All right, I'm going to wipe it down a little bit, get some of the moisture off. I put it in the sink just real quick just to get the shavings off of it. And then I'm going to coat it in anchor seal and set it up to dry for the night, and we'll check on it tomorrow. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the rough turning process on this. I got a lot more videos, wood turning videos over at my channel. Go check those out and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.